we go for game 2. This is the Sicilian defense being played by Sean. I guess you're playing black, and this is the Sicilian. E4 by white and C5, the Sicilian response by black. That covering D4. So now when we look at this, he's going to go for the center. Knights, they're battling over D4 at the moment, and the battle continues. There's still tension here. The pin on that knight is being threatened in order to weaken the knight. So right now the knight is strong defender for D4. The threat of bishop to B5 will compromise the strength of that defense. So here he pushes right now. This is the open Sicilian. Black should take, black does. Knight recaptures. Now black should not take that knight. Instead, black should absolutely not do that. Don't ever do that again. That's the worst possible move that black could make, and that's what has been made. But let's see what happens. And wow. Okay, it's checkmate in one move. He missed it. Luckily, white missed the checkmate in one move. Right, so there's check there because this knight is not yet here defending h5. Okay, and because of that, this can't move. And because that's not there anymore, so you should not weaken the pawns around your king. Keep the pawns around your king. They are the defensive structure or wall around the king. So don't move the pawns around the king. That creates a hole. This is a weak square. Weak square. Weak. All right. So luckily, white did not see it. If white did, what can you do? Check. That's the only move that black can play. And it's checkmate. Game over. Sorry about that. Lesson learned. Lucky your opponent didn't see it. So let's see what did happen in the game. So next time, remember, just keep all of those. This is good because that's attacking that. I think you also need to be thinking about this structure here, and then that way you can also be thinking about this in the future, putting the bishop there, and you can be thinking about this. Bishop goes here. This bishop comes either there or here. And in the meantime, this knight develops to attack that. And also here. So if the knight goes there, pawn advances to e5, that creates a weakness there. So now black can jump onto d5. You absolutely must bring the knight out now in order to protect against that move from white. So what did you, oh, look, I wonder what happens if you play that. So now we've got this and here. Right, very nice counter attack on the bishop. Wow, look at that. Nice moves, huh? Sharp, sharp, sharp moves. Sharp, sharp, sharp. These are sharper moves. Very good. Very nice. Look at that. Queen protecting the bishop there. Beautiful there, right? Very nice. And white is winning. So as soon as you moved this, that was the end of black's game. All right, that's a very serious mistake. And black keeps making horrible moves. This is a very, very bad move, almost as bad as f5. Almost as bad as f5. Because now the rook, what's that rook doing? That rook is now disconnected from this rook. you've got to keep your rooks connected, like that or like this, all right? The rooks should always kind of be connected to each other, really. You've disconnected the rook. Also, weak back rank, right? The 8th rank is the back rank. When you move the rook off the back rank becomes weak. That is very important because the king is there. What should white do? Again, checkmate. That checkmate has been there for 5 moves now, nearly 500. But here we go. He still doesn't see it. He hasn't seen. And you must remember when you play, you must remember that when your opponent moves a pawn, it weakens their position. So when a pawn moves, the defense becomes weak. Now you should know that. So then you should say, ooh, the defense is weak. How can I attack? And the attack immediately, right? So there, the pawn moved, the queen can now come in. That's how you can attack. And also on this side, remember just in that part there, when there, here, how can you attack? Like this is how, okay? And you take out the defense around the king. But this is your king we're talking about, not your opponent's king. But it's a good example for you now. Wow. Dude. Yeah, white doesn't see your mistakes. Your opponent does not see the weaknesses that you are creating with your moves. When white moves, when black moves, black is creating weak points in black's position. And you are very lucky in this game, your opponent does not see the weaknesses. But in your next game, you should be careful not to make your position weaker. Okay. You should not move your queen out before the minor pieces have moved out. So this rook is badly placed. What is it doing there? What is it doing? The activity of the rook is 0. Also, the activity of the bishops and this rook and this knight, although the knight is preventing that, but these guys, these pieces have 0 activity, and that's bad in this part of the game. In the opening part of the game, all your minor pieces should be activating. These are your minor pieces. The only minor piece which has good activity is this one, because there is all the activity for that minor piece. When the queen moved here, the activity of the knight became less. So when you are trying to decide where to move your pieces, you must also think, if I move there, will it make the activity of the other pieces worse will my move improve the activity of my pieces, all my pieces? So you need to check which piece is not active, and then you must activate that piece more, improve the activity of your pieces. The queen can be attacked easily when there are many pieces on the board. Can you see white has all his minor pieces out, and the minor pieces are very active. And now white is threatening the queen. The queen has moved twice now, which is not so good. Oh. White has made his first really bad mistake. Very lucky for black. Are you black in this game? Very lucky for black that white has now made a mistake. This move doesn't do anything anymore because the queen has moved already. So white did not need to make this move. Oh dear. What was that? A mouse slip? Did you slip? Did black slip with the mouse? Mouse slip? Bye-bye, queen. Bye-bye, queen. So sorry to see you go. Lucky for her. That was the black queen. That was the black queen. Was that your queen? Oh, goodness. Game over. Resign now. End of game. Brave to continue. B5. What should white play? Let's see. Check. Sacrifice the bishop. Check. Black can do nothing except for this. Check. Mate. Game over. White wins. All right, so let's go back to the game. Did white do that? Oh, wow. White took that. Isn't that interesting? Can you see? Why did white take the knight? Because the knight was not defended by the rook anymore, because the rook had moved, right? The rook had moved before. And when the rook moved to that terrible, very bad square on h7, where he has no activity, he weakened the defense of the back rank, especially g8. And that is why the bishop could take g8. And now the bishop has also got an attack on that rook. Oh my goodness. G5. 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 Who made G5? I hope that wasn't you. Was that you? Or was that your opponent? Because if that was you, then maybe you have that move might be the worst move ever in all chess history. G5. Because now maybe the only worse move than G5 was F5 or rook to H7. So in this game, I think I have seen the 3 worst moves in all of chess history. Incredible. So now, fortunately, white doesn't see, so that's okay. He takes the rook instead. Please remember, when you are playing, you can remember this. When you see a move, when you see a good move, look for a better one. When you see a good move, look for a better one. So here, white saw this move, bishop takes h7, which wins a rook for free. That's a very good move, right? But look for a better one. What is better than capturing a rook for free? Well, capturing a queen or checkmate. Winning the game. Remember, it's not eat the pieces. It is checkmate the king. That is the goal of the game. You can lose all your pieces, throw them, sacrifice, queen sacrifice, rook sacrifice, bishop sacrifice. Checkmate wins the game. All right, let's go back to the game. I don't know what's happening anymore. Let's see. The knight is dancing everywhere. The knight is running away. Hey, I want to go to the other side. I'm going over here because over there is very dangerous. The king's side is very dangerous. So the knight, that's me, I'm going there. Get me out of here. Bye, guys. That's the knight right now. Check. Mate. Checkmate. Wow, checkmate. Nice. Nice checkmate. Look at that. That's a nice checkmate. Did you see that checkmate? Bing. 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 Bang. Wow, what a great checkmate. Awesome. I hope that was your checkmate and not your opponent's checkmate. Very nice. Anyway, that's the Sicilian defense. If you were black pieces, good game. Even though those were the worst moves I've ever seen. Good game because you could see white playing, and white made some nice moves, although also white made a lot of mistakes and played some bad moves too. But I think I like that setup at the end with white. Let's take a look. Let's look at the checkmate setup. It was pretty good. It was a bit slow, but it was pretty good. So white is going here first because of the weak knight, undefended piece. All your pieces must be defended by another piece. If one piece doesn't have a defender, that's not good. That piece is going to get taken or attacked or threatened. All right, so here we go. Bang. Take that rook. There we go. Protecting d8. Holding d8. Checkmate. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So there's the mating net. Black is blocked in by his own pieces. You see, he can't move because his own pieces are there. That bishop should be out. This bishop should be out. This knight should be here. This king shouldn't be there like that. The rook should be here and then looking here. Right? That rook should be on the open file. That knight should be there. This bishop should be here. This bishop should be here or here. Right? That's what black should do. Good game. Thanks for playing. Thanks for sharing. Bye for now.